Exploring wealth, power, and influence, we see they're not easily earned. Being born into them, however, sets the stage. Let's explore how families who've used these attributes leave a lasting mark on society. Number 5. Rothschild family. The Rothschild family. They're like the celebrities of the financial world, covered in mystery and the stuff of countless conspiracy theories. But who are they? A family that started from the ground up in the 1700s and climbed their way to becoming a banking powerhouse. They didn't just get lucky, they were smart, really smart, especially when it came to money. The Rothschilds changed the game. They were the go-to folks for kings and queens who needed cash to run their countries or save their economies from crashing. Imagine being able to lend a helping hand to an entire country. That's exactly what they did in 1825 for the Bank of England, preventing a huge financial meltdown. And it wasn't just once, they had a knack for showing up at the right time with the right amount of money. You'll notice the Rothschilds aren't making headlines like they used to. They've taken a step back from the spotlight, focusing more on giving back through charity and keeping things on the down low. Gone are the days of throwing extravagant parties that would make your jaw drop. Instead, they're all about using their wealth to do good, supporting art and education, and staying out of those flashy headlines. The Rothschild family is a classic example of how money, power, and influence can shape not just a family's future, but also the world's. From saving economies to supporting the arts, their impact is undeniable even if they're choosing to keep it quiet these days. The Rothschilds knew how to make money work for them, paving the way with loans to nations. Up next, see how the Windsor family's royal influence and wealth tell a different story. Number 4. Windsor family. These aren't just any royals, they're a global sensation, the kind of family everyone knows, even if you're not big on history or politics. They're not just about the crowns and the fancy weddings, they're a powerhouse of influence and wealth that spans across continents. The young royals, we're talking about Prince George and Princess Charlotte here, are sitting on fortunes that'll make your head spin. Prince George, not even in his teens yet, is worth a cool $2.8 billion. And his sister, Charlotte? She's outdoing him with a jaw-dropping $4.3 billion. Yes, you heard that right. These kids are walking, talking billion-dollar entities, and they still need to finish school, but it's not all about the cash. The Windsor family owns some of the most iconic real estate in the world. Think about places like Kensington Palace and Buckingham Palace. These aren't just landmarks, they're part of the family's vast property portfolio valued in the billions. These homes are steeped in history and are the backdrop to the lives of the royals, witnessed by millions around the globe. And then there's Queen Elizabeth. You might have heard she owns a bit of land here and there. Well, a bit is an understatement. We're talking about 1/6 of the Earth's land surface. Yes, that includes places like Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, making her the largest landowner in the world. This isn't just about owning land, it's about the influence that comes with it. The Commonwealth realm, a group of 16 countries, looks to the Queen as their head of state. That's power on a global scale, folks. The Windsor family isn't just living in luxury, they're shaping cultures and traditions in the UK and beyond. From the way they celebrate holidays to the charities they support, their impact is felt worldwide. And let's not forget about the tourism they bring in. People travel from all corners of the earth just to catch a glimpse of the palaces, to be a part of the history and the spectacle that is the British monarchy. Windsor family shows the power of heritage and global influence. But switching gears, let's see how the Koch family's entrepreneurial spirit and political influence crafted their path to power. Number 3. Koch family. A name that rings bells in business circles and politics alike. Starting from humble beginnings in the oil industry, this family's journey is nothing short of a blockbuster story, complete with twists, turns, and a whole lot of power plays. The Koch family's saga begins with Fred Koch, who laid the foundation of what would become a colossal empire. He wasn't just dabbling in oil, he was innovating, creating a new way to refine it that would put his name and his family's on the map. Fast forward a few decades, and Koch Industries has exploded into an industrial juggernaut with hands in everything from chemicals to consumer goods and even news media. Picture this, a company so big it's the second largest privately held one in the US, raking in over $115 billion a year. But the Koch brothers, Charles and David, didn't stop at business success. Oh no, they took their influence to the political arena, shaping policies and elections with their investments. Whether you agree with their views or not, one thing's clear: when the Koch family speaks, politicians listen. Their ability to sway policy is a testament to their strategic, though controversial, use of their fortune. And real estate? They've got that covered too. The Koch family doesn't just buy properties, they buy landmarks, reshaping skylines from Las Vegas to New York. Their strategy? Investing in assets that not only promise returns but also secure their position in the global economic landscape. Whether it's a luxury hotel or a cutting-edge office building, if it's making headlines, there's a good chance the Koches are behind it, but what truly sets the Koches apart is their readiness for anything. We're talking about a portfolio so diverse it could weather any storm. From manufacturing to digital tech, they've got their bases covered, ensuring that no matter what the future holds, Koch Industries will not just survive but thrive. Koches turned oil into an empire, mixing business with politics. Next, the Walton family takes a different route, revolutionizing retail and reshaping local economies worldwide. Number 2. Walton family. Walton family, the powerhouse behind Walmart, the store we all know. It's more than just a retail giant, it's a symbol of how one family's vision transformed into a global empire. Sam Walton started Walmart in 1962, aiming to offer lower prices and great value. Little did he know he was about to write history. Fast forward, and Walmart isn't just a store, it's a phenomenon, with locations in 24 countries and a workforce of over 2.2 million people. Imagine, Walmart is so big, it's like its own country in terms of employees, but here's where it gets interesting. Walmart doesn't just sell stuff, it changes the whole game for local economies. When a Walmart opens, it draws such a crowd that local shops often can't compete. It's like a magnet for shoppers looking for deals, fundamentally altering the shopping landscape of towns and cities. Beyond the aisles of Walmart, there's Sam's Club, a network of membership-only warehouse clubs. Think of it as Walmart's bulk buying cousin, where businesses and bargain hunters go to stock up and save big. With hundreds of locations, Sam's Club is another testament to Walton's knack for understanding what people want. Charity is also a big part of the Walton family's legacy. Through their foundation, they've poured billions into education, the environment, and community development. It's their way of giving back, using their wealth to tackle some of society's biggest challenges. The Waltons aren't just business moguls, they're influencers in the political arena. They've contributed to campaigns and causes, steering policies in ways that align with their vision for America. It's a reminder of how wealth can translate into political clout, shaping decisions at the highest levels. The Walton family story is a narrative of ambition, impact, and influence. From Walmart's checkout lines to the halls of power, they've left an indelible mark on the world, showing what's possible with vision, perseverance, and, of course, a knack for retail. Walton's changed shopping globally. Now meet the Morgans, a family whose banking prowess financed industries and left an indelible. Number 1. Morgan family. The Morgans, a name that's synonymous with banking and big bucks. At the heart of this story is J.P. Morgan, a man whose knack for finance reshaped entire industries. J.P. Morgan wasn't just another banker, he was a titan. In the late 19th century, he looked around and saw opportunities where others saw chaos. He had a bold strategy: swoop in, take control, and streamline operations. This wasn't just about making money, it was about creating order in the industrial chaos of America. Morgan's moves were bold and often brutal. He didn't hesitate to push out competitors or take over struggling companies. Under his watch, companies didn't just survive, they thrived, dominating their sectors. His approach wasn't always popular, but it was effective. He was a major player in creating what we now know as the modern corporation. One of Morgan's most stunning feats was his creation of U.S. Steel, the first billion-dollar company. Imagine that, a single company worth more than the entire budget of the U.S. government at the time. It wasn't just steel, Morgan had his fingers in railroads, electricity, and more. His influence stretched across the economy, setting the stage for the America we know today. But J.P. Morgan's impact wasn't just about the companies he built or the industries he dominated. He left a mark on banking that lasts to this day. J.P. Morgan Chase, the bank that bears his name, is a global financial behemoth. It's a testament to his vision and ambition, a bank that serves millions and influences the global economy. Even after his time, the Morgan family kept up the legacy. They've managed to maintain their wealth and influence, navigating the ups and downs of the economy with the same savvy their patriarch used. Today, they're not just a name in history books, they're a living, breathing part of the financial world. The story of the Morgans is a story of ambition, power, and legacy. J.P. Morgan reshaped industries and built an empire that lasted well beyond his years. His legacy isn't just in the companies he created or the wealth he amassed, it's in the very fabric of American business and banking. We've seen families with wealth and power that shape our world. Each has a unique story of influence and legacy. Which of these families catches your curiosity the most? Share your thoughts or feedback in the comments.